Hello, this is an assessment of Bosendorfer 190. It's got 85 keys, sorry, 88 keys, and it's 190, that's 6'3" centimeters long, about 1905. It's a very good set of ivory keys. There's not really much to say that's wrong with those at all. There's slight lines in the middle you can see, but in very good condition. Just like the Strauss model of Bosendorfer, the smaller one, but I'm not sure if this one's still called a Strauss model, being longer piano. It's been fully restored, and the casework's in extremely good condition. The only defect I can find really is this on the music stand. Maybe the veneer was missing and I had to fill it in. But apart from that, the polish is excellent. It's very good French polish. It's a mahogany polish. You can see the straight grain down there, but the colour is very, very pleasing, sort of honey mahogany colour. It's finished off correctly with this typical lighter colour underside and prop stick. Now all this restoration is done to a high quality, high standard. There's very good strings there. Bosendorfer strings, very high tension, so you have to be careful when you tune them. One good aspect of this restoration, the fly dampers go up to note 45, which is really good to get good damping. See here the legs and lyre, beautiful design. This is, as I say, I think it's called the Strauss model. Dogs managed to get into the video as well. This model, as I say, it's like the Strauss model. It has beautiful legs and lyre, typical of that style of Bosendorfer. And this screw here, there's just one screw for whole action to take out the whole action, which is a really, really useful design. And with that, you can pull the whole of the front rail off. It's wedged in at that end. And then the cheeks here are fixed onto the action itself, so when you pull the cheeks out, the whole action comes with it. So here we are with the action pulled out, and as you see, the cheeks are just on the side of the action. Now looking at the hammers here, we can see something quite interesting, and that is that they've got impregnated hammers. This impregnation shown by the grey here, that's to tighten the felt up. These are Renner hammers. You can tell that by Stuttgart's written on here. Probably can't see it on the video. We have a date here on the hammer of 1972, but I don't think I can get it in focus, unfortunately. So the piano's bought and then had restored to a really high standard in 1972, and you can see by the hammers coming into focus here, there's not a huge amount of wear on the piano, so that's good news. It's been worn in nicely. Shanks and rollers have been replaced as well. Again, not that much wear on the rollers, well regulated. The springs are well regulated. There's just a little bit of fine regulation to do. I discovered just one note here that was slightly too closely regulated, but generally extremely good. Got roughly the correct distance here as well above the hammer rail, so that is more or less correct. Perhaps slightly low, but really generally excellent. I've tested the tuning pins too, and they're oversized tuning pins, which means that it's been restrung. The rest plank hasn't been changed, but it's a perfectly good rest plank. If you restrung it again, you'd want to change the rest plank, I think, because the pins would be a bit too oversized, but basically it's fine. And the tuning pins are tight. So that's an assessment of a Bosendorfer 190, that's 6'3" long, about 1905. Now just looking at the key dip to finish off with, it's just under 11, which is fine. But I've noticed that the sharps are disappearing a bit low, so that my fingers here are touching the naturals. Now probably can take the sharps up a bit, and then they won't go down quite so far. It's got the correct dip it gives a nice aftertouch, so we have a good aftertouch on that. Now the tone, very even around the break points and very even generally. And that's a beautiful rich tone. Touch is really good. Touch is weighted about 50 grams. Up weight is about 35, a bit high, but in actual fact feels fine. So it's very professionally restored. Thank you for listening.